wordg.com.
Check this out.
Word family, it's a celebration of our founder, and you're invited to join us to honor the life and legacy of Walter P. Lomax Jr., MD, Friday, October 11th at the beautiful Mann Center for the Performing Arts. We'll celebrate Dr. Lomax's powerful career with a special focus on health and healing as we unveil our Philadelphia Black Doctors Directory. We'll honor our Community Impact Award winners, our members with a special forward members-only reception, and there will be food, live music, and we'll move and groove with a dance party under the stars, plus much more. Tickets are on sale now, and members receive a special discount. Visit wordradio.com/Founders Day Gala to purchase your tickets. Get them before they're gone, because you don't want to miss it. Be there Friday, October 11th for this special celebration of our founder, Walter P. Lomax Jr., MD.
Y'all ready for this?
Hey WRD family, I'm Eric.
And I'm Kai.
And this is Unpacking, a weekly pop culture and wellness show from a Black queer perspective.
Here we're going to be sharing stories, spilling tea, and unpacking the issues that matter most to our community.
Tune in every Saturday night from 10 to midnight here on 96.1 FM or 900 AM.
Unpack with us while you unwind from your day or get dressed to head down to the bar.
Either way, come on y'all, and let's unpack.
Tune into Unpacking, Saturdays at 10 p.m. only on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media. Celebrating Black excellence worldwide and bringing joy and power to the people. This is WURD, 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app. The views and opinions expressed by the guests, listeners, and hosts of any program on Word Radio do not necessarily reflect those of the ownership, management, or advertisers of this station.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
All right, people. Write something on the board. Let's spell it. First letter.
L O G.
What's that? What?
It's time. It's time to have real, honest, open, difficult, and inspiring conversations. It's time for Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. Well, here we are, Wednesday, August the 7th. Ooh, now listen, y'all know I keep talking about the weather, but I mean, why not? You know, it's doing its thing. But let me tell you something. I felt like I left my house in the summer today and returned in the fall. I was inside most of the day, and then I stepped outside, and this good gust of wind came. Y'all, your girl has no blood. Let me just tell you that. But I said, oh, brr, wait now. wait now. I was not ready. Wait. Y'all know I'm not complaining. I'm not doing that at all. Simply acknowledging. That's all. But how did you make out today? I hope you made out well. I hope you did. Oh, you know what? I want to remind you, family, that I won't be with you tomorrow in person. I'll be with you in spirit always. But I'll be performing at the Dell Music Center tomorrow. I'm opening for the incredible Gladys Knight and the Isley Brothers. So I'm going to have you all in my heart. I'll have you there in spirit, but I won't be physically here with you. But God willing, I'll be right back here on Monday. You know I will. Yes, I will. All right, family, it is time for our Black History 365 moment. Today, we recognize John Baxter. We've been talking about the Olympics so much that I thought this would be fitting, and so did Niall, as he pointed this out to me. John Baxter Taylor was the first African American to win an Olympic gold medal. Now, while Taylor attended Central High School right here in Philadelphia, he ran track as the only Black athlete on the team. From there, he attended the Moses Brown Preparatory School in Rhode Island, flourishing on a team with an undefeated streak. When he enrolled in the Wharton School of Finance 1 year later, he joined the varsity track team where he would break the intercollegiate record for the 440-yard run. In the 1908 Olympics, Taylor competed in both the 400-meter relay final and the 1600-meter medley relay. Now, the 400-meter relay was steeped in controversy, as it reads, with officials claiming that one of the American runners fouled a British competitor, causing the gold medal to ultimately go to Britain. However, in the 1600-meter medley relay, Taylor ran the third leg of the race for his team and went down in history when he brought home the gold. Sadly, though, only 5 months after his triumph, he passed away from typhoid fever complications. Family, that is today's Black History 365 moment. I want to ask you if you're aware about something. I read this and I thought this was just amazing, and I wanted to share it with you all. So it reads: Philadelphia opens its first urgent care walk-in clinic for mental health needs. I think that is amazing. Philadelphia now has its first urgent care facility for mental health needs that will provide psychiatric evaluations, quick counseling sessions, prescription refills, and referrals. A white brick building near North Broad Street and West Allegheny Avenue houses the new walk-in clinic, run through a partnership between mental health services provider Meraki and the city. I think that's awesome. 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 One thing I want to share with you too, or I should say another thing. I'm sharing a lot. Y'all know I like to share. In any event, this little tropical storm, Debbie, okay, she is making her mark, isn't she? But I want to share with you, I did read today that the remains of Tropical Storm Debbie is still crawling up the East Coast. I know you're saying, Carol, we know that because it rained. Well, I just want to share with you that it's continuing. So just be on the lookout because we're set to get some more rain. I'm going to pray that Debbie decides not to show up in Philadelphia tomorrow, though. How about that? How about that? How about that? Okay, family, it is time to check in. That's right. Let us know if you are joining us. You know what you can do. You can give us a call at 215-634-8065 or toll free at 1-866-361-0900. You can also share a comment on our socials. You know we love the love. Any way you care to share it, we will take it. Yes, we will. Wishing a happy birthday to all of our love lights who are celebrating. Happy birthday to you. And sending extra love and hugs to each and every one of you whose lights are shining dimly today. Yes, indeed. That's right. So on behalf of your family, your tribe, and your village right here at Love and Life, we want you to know that you're not alone and that we've got your back. Okay? We are right here. I promise. All right. Family. One more thing I want to share with you. Our very own love bug, Tiffany Bacon, is hosting a new show. Yes, she is. Tune in to Breaking Bread every Sunday, where Tiffany will broadcast from a different restaurant, eatery, or chef's kitchen, where delicious delights and curious conversation are on the menu. Special guests will join Tiffany for brunch, where the conversations will focus on culture, business, health and well-being, media, literature, and the arts. Family, break bread with us every Sunday from 11 a.m. until noon, right here on Word. All right, family, I see you checking in. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Nazir is checking in. Hey there. Nazir Butler is checking in and is sharing peace and blessings with everybody. You're going to see me tomorrow. You better come say hi to me. Now, this time, we're going to take our picture, okay? And Just Rick, hey there. He shares, hey, love and life family. It's Wednesday. How's everybody doing on this wet Wednesday? We're all wet. Everybody. I know we are. We all got caught in it. I know we did. But we're doing well. Malcolm White is checking in. There's my message. He shares that he's watching and listening from West Mount Airy. You know, I look for that every day. Yes, yes, yes. And Norm, hey, Norm. Norm McGowan shares, good evening, everybody. I hope you all had a great day and an even better evening. Looking forward to spending time here. Nice place to be. You know, I like to read that. Look at this smile. You see every tooth in my mouth. And Franklin Howie is checking in. Hi there, Love Light, and is sharing a good evening with everyone. Well, family, let's get started, okay? I want to introduce you to another Love Light in this hour, Amir Khadar is a multidisciplinary artist, designer, and educator from Minneapolis, Minnesota, currently based in Philadelphia. Amir's work centers on decolonization by bridging the gap between fantasy and reality with artwork that has often been intentionally displayed in spaces that foster discourse, creating a visual representation of liberation initiatives and agendas around racial, gender, and climate justice. I can't wait to get into this. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Family, without further ado, I welcome you to the conversation with Amir Khadar. Well, hello there, Love Light. It's a pleasure. So, family, I had a brief conversation with Amir offline, and I was sharing that I checked out Amir's Instagram page and I am in awe. I am really, really in awe of your work. Now, I shared this with Amir, but I want to say it publicly too because I shared it with you. I'm in awe of your talent, of your skill, and of your work. Everything that I saw was just, visually intriguing and stunning. So kudos to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Carol. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Now, I shared with our family that you're from Minnesota and you're currently based in Philadelphia. Please tell us a little about your upbringing and how you came to Philly.
Yes. Well, so I'm originally from Minnesota. I say I'm from Minneapolis, but I'm from a really tiny suburb that's directly above Minneapolis.
Okay.
Brooklyn Center. It's like has a very heavy West African population, like specifically Liberian and Sierra Leonean. So that's why my family was there. And so like every time there was like celebrations, like an Independence Day celebration, there'd be like a lot of people. We had like our grocery stores, our restaurants. We even had a mayor who's Liberian. I don't know if he's still there, but so it was like a very
that's really cool.
Yeah, like a big community there.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah. And I was raised around that. And then when it was time for college, I briefly went to school in Baltimore. And then I transferred to Swarthmore College. And then afterwards, I just like couldn't live on campus. Like it was too much at once. So I moved. Yeah.
You think? Yeah. Like,
I like did not know where I was. I was like, it's dark outside. Like there's no street light. Yeah. So I moved to West Philly and I've just been here since then.
You know, and as we're talking about this and you're sharing about your upbringing, and there was so much culture, so much of your own culture from, where you were living. That had to have been a huge shock in addition to just it being different, a different atmosphere. That had to have been an additional shock. I should say another layer of shock too. How did that affect you when you came here? Because as you said, it's totally different.
It's very different. I think for me, at least, when I was in Minnesota, when I like started to get older, I started to like leave the more like community centric spaces and move into the city spaces more. So I was like around a lot of different people. And I think that was my first exposure. Then when I went to Baltimore, I was there by myself, obviously. So by the time I got to Philly, I was just kind of used to interacting with everybody and the culture shock was gone. But immediately it did hit me when I went to college. And I was like, oh, people don't. I will say there was always like a very strong sense of community care, regardless of what's going on. Like even if people were saying crazy things to your face, they would still like invite you in for food. They would still give you rides places. I know.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? How does that even work? Those two things don't go together in the same sentence.
Yes. I think the big thing was that there wasn't as much of an emphasis on language as there is here. It was more about action. So it was like I could critique you. I could say these things about you, but I will still treat you like I love you. So then I love you, which was, it was complex.
That is confusing. Okay. You can't send me mixed signals. Okay. You have to be consistent with me. With me personally. You've got to be consistent because the moment you show me something different, I'm saying, oh, okay. Oh no, I'm not going back over there. I'm not going back over there. Oh my God. What? That sounds crazy, right?
It does sound. That's how I think for me it was the opposite. When I first came here and I was like, oh, this is a shock. Like the verbal, I don't know, just like the ways that people speak. I had to get used to language in certain ways.
Like a general greeting or?
No, not like a general greeting.
Oh, okay.
It would never be like, I just saw you on the street and I don't know you, but I don't like you. But it would be more
like, what?
Yeah. It was, definitely not that.
Okay, you've got me thinking, like, what are we doing here in Philly? What is happening? What in the world? So, okay, let me pivot because I will stay here forever. I will stay right there. And we're like, wait, tell me, what did they say? What did they do to you? I want to pivot because I so want our family to know about your exhibit. But more importantly, though, I want to finish talking about like your upbringing. So did you always have a love of the arts?
I would say I always did.
Okay.
I think like I've always been drawing and doing like whatever creative outlet was available to me. But I don't think I began to categorize it as arts exactly until I was in high school or like later on. Just because a lot of people in my family were makers, like they were always making something. My dad was like a very talented builder. My mom can cook very well. And I had a grandma who's a seamstress, or like that was her profession. So they all had like making built into their life. So it felt like it was a human nature thing to make things. So I didn't really think me drawing was different than that, or me like picking up their skills was anything different. So it wasn't until I was like, okay, this is actually art, or I can be branded or talked about as art, that I was like, I'm an artist now.
Your art is extraordinary. Absolutely. So do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have 2 younger brothers.
And are they artistically inclined as well?
No.
No, okay. That was quick. Okay, so we're going to move past that.
I know that one. Yeah.
No, not at all. As we're talking about this, and I'm asking you about your childhood and your love of the arts, I'm thinking, I don't know if you saw the story most recently. There's a little baby. I think he's a year old. I talked about him because he's the cutest little thing, but he's in the Guinness World Book of Records now as being the youngest visual artist. He's a painter. And really, and his work it's really nice. It's abstract. Of course, he's a year old, and it's abstract. But I'm curious to know, like at what age or how young were you when you realized, like, oh, this is fun?
That's a good question. I think there's like 2 definite moments where I think I started to enjoy it consciously. One was my grandma taught me how to sew clothes, like using my Beanie Babies. So I would make like little doll clothes for them. This was like the smallest scraps of fabric. They would be very tiny, but I just had my 3 Beanie Babies and I'll clothe them. And I felt very special doing that. I also learned how to repair things from that skill as well. And we also had a sandbox when I was younger. And my dad taught me you could like mix glue with sand to make a cement type of mixture and sculpt things. So I started like sculpting little things, and I would just like wash them when I was done to make the sand again. But I think those two things were like my first two like art practices, quote unquote. And I was definitely like preschool age. It was like very small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I told you I wasn't in that line. They said no tank. With me, they said you go over there because I did some of those things and that skill was so lost on me. Like you said, everybody has their thing. I can't. Let me tell y'all. I did share with Amir. My stick people don't even look like stick people. I am not a visual artist at all. But I so appreciate that you are, because I appreciate your work. Family, listen, we're going to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to continue this conversation and we're going to go to our phone lines because one of our love lights is waiting to join the conversation. Stay with us because we will be right back.
Make sure you check out Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton, Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on WURD, 900 AM and 96.1 FM. Progressive Black Talk Media. Streaming online at wordradio.com, on social, and on the Word Radio app.
Family Therapy Vignette Moments with Dr. Lucille Ijoy.
The July Vignette. This is a serious time in this nation, and you and I can make a difference. We can vote. Yes, we can vote. Tuesday, November the 5th. Let's know for sure we can do our part. We can make a difference in the city, the state, the nation, and the world. Now, many people stayed up a long time, but they didn't like the outcome of the June debate. This is Dr. Lucille Ijoy, and I'm ready for this fight. So come along with me. Don't talk about it, be about it. Stick with it. Tuesday, November the 5th. Tuesday, November the 5th. Be alert. There is more to come.
Did you know you can have high cholesterol without any symptoms? High LDL or bad cholesterol can have a big impact on your cardiovascular health, increasing your risk of a heart attack or stroke. Reduce your risk by knowing your LDL cholesterol level and working with your doctor on a treatment plan. Lowering your LDL cholesterol today can help you enjoy a healthier tomorrow. Visit the American Heart Association at heart.org/LDL to learn why lower is better.
Check this out.
Word family, it's a celebration of our founder, and you're invited to join us to honor the life and legacy of Walter P. Lomax Jr., MD, Friday, October 11th at the beautiful Mann Center for the Performing Arts. We'll celebrate Dr. Lomax's powerful career with a special focus on health and healing as we unveil our Philadelphia Black Doctors Directory. We'll honor our Community Impact Award winners, our members with a special forward members-only reception, and there will be food, live music, and we'll move and groove with a dance party under the stars, plus much more. Tickets are on sale now, and members receive a special discount. Visit wordradio.com/Founders Day Gala to purchase your tickets. Get them before they're gone because you don't want to miss it. Be there Friday, October 11th for this special celebration of our founder, Walter P. Lomax Jr., MD.
Y'all ready for this?
Tune in for a weekly perspective on handling legal situations that plague the growth and social stability in our region. Check out Radio Courtroom with Michael Cord, Saturdays from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. only on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Long nose, what's the word, boy? What's the word? What's the word?
WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
What is love?
You're listening to Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
I think I know what love is.
Welcome back, family. You are tuned in to Love and Life right here on WURD. We are talking with our love light, Amir Khadar, in this hour. Now, listen, Amir currently has an exhibit on display. I wanted Amir to say it, but I'm going to say it because I want to talk about this exhibit before the hour is gone and I haven't shared. I want our family members to know about this display, this beautiful display. I'm curious to know. Well, first of all, Please tell us about the display before I get into all my questions about it.
Yes. Well, the exhibition is currently up at the Philadelphia Magic Gardens in South Philly, and it's up until September 15th. And it's just an exhibition of like some of my more textile-oriented works, and the show is called After the Flowers Pass. I don't know how much the number of works are in there, but again, it's a lot of textile work. There's a mural, and it's just things from like different eras of making periods for me. And it was one of the first times I got to like create a cohesive narrative using all of my artwork and having it in one. It's my first solo exhibition, is what I really should say.
Wow. Well, that has to be exciting.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I mean, well, okay. I want to talk about that, but I did remember sharing that we do have a family member waiting on the phone lines, and I was so excited to talk about the exhibit. Let's pause, put a pin right here really quickly. Tyrone has been waiting to join the conversation. Hi there, Tyrone. Thank you for calling, and welcome to the conversation.
Hello, my love.
Hello. How are you today?
I am always in a better place whenever I'm in your place.
Oh.
And you know it. And you know, I don't want to take a lot of time because where's the location again? I know you said South Philly. Is that on Bainbridge Street?
No, it's on South Street.
Oh, it's on South Street. What in South, Amir?
Shoot, I think it is Bainbridge and South.
Is it? Wait, you know what? Let me look it up. Magic Garden.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Because you know we do have a senior programming, and we're taking the seniors out to the movies on Tuesday and lunch. Maybe we might be able to swing by, if time permits.
Oh, it's at 1020 South Street. I'm so sorry to have interjected.
Say it again.
1020 South Street.
1020. Okay.
Right? That's a good number.
Look, my family. I have family that lived in the 1000 and the 1100 block of South Street and the 600 South 10th Street. So,
wow.
We was packed in there. But let me just say two things real quick, my love. I heard the rebroadcast of the program, and I see that when I was talking to you, that I talk so slow, and I just want you to know that's the emotion. You know, there's just this bind that you have with me. And so when I talk, I try to talk with so much love, so much compassion. But I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I see that I take a long time. But, very quickly, I wanted to call you at the first of the month because in our daily bread, there was a lot of good reading, particularly yesterday when they spoke on God is in control. But today, it says the voice we can trust. And you know, my love, it just speaks about you on many of the paragraphs when it talks about how God's wisdom and the way that we draw close to him is, to access his love and his power is to, again, draw close to him. And that's what I be trying to do whenever I speak with you. I try to be as close to you as possible. So once again, just calling to tell you how much I love you. And also, Brother Nick is family.
Yes.
Brother Nick is family. His uncle Steve is my brother, and his grandmom Karen is my community aunt. So I met his dad.
Oh.
His dad told me, you talk to my son all the time.
Oh, Tyrone.
Hey, so this is a family affair now. Anytime I'm calling, it's family because I told Nick, and I remember Nick the first time I spoke to him on the air, and I can remember it because it was on our good brother Nick Calvin.
Tyrone.
Nick Calvin.
I love that.
I said, you know what, this young brother, I said, you know what, my brother, I said, you're going to be special.
He is special. Listen, I mention Nick every day. I so appreciate Nick.
He's sharp. He is sharp. So I just took up enough time. I'm going to try my best to, again, give the time that you can come in for the exhibit. I'm going to definitely try to bring some folks to check it out. And as always, I love you. I love you.
I love you more. I love you more. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope you do know that I love you more. Family, if you have just joined us, you are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with our love light, Amir Khadar, in this hour, and we are talking about Amir's exhibit, which is currently on display at the Philadelphia Magic Gardens, which is located at 1020 South Street. The exhibit is called After the Flowers Pass. Can you please continue sharing with us about this body of work?
Yes. So again, to create this work, the body of work, I had to pull pieces from a lot of different eras of making and a lot of different mindsets. But I did feel like a strong through line was that I was always in some way thinking about my ancestors and then also thinking about our relationship to the earth and the environment. And also not just for ancestors, but also in the future as well. So a lot of the pieces just have to do with some type of environmentalism or ecology or just relationship to the earth in a generative way.
I get that. Oh my goodness, I get that. So family, I was sharing with you, I was sharing with Amir earlier in the show that I went to your IG page, and I get that there's a strong connection to the earth and to creation. I felt it, I get it, and there were some pieces that immediately spoke to me that jumped out. From where did the title come, After the Flowers Pass?
Yeah, again, I'm not good at titling things. So it was like a collaboration between me and the curator, Chelsea. But at first, when I was making the work, I was like, okay, maybe the title should be prescriptive. Like, it'll help me guide finishing some of the pieces. And then I think I did live into it, but I was just imagining like what's going to happen after we don't have flowers on the earth anymore. If that's right now, the way the climate is shifting, a lot of flowers get scorched before they're allowed to fully bloom. So, and that's one of the things that's causing me stress. I love flowers.
So do I. No, so do I. So
Yes.
do I. So do I. I'm a huge plant flower person. Oh my goodness. And that's a good point. That's such a great point. I want to share with you. Just Rick shares, hey, Amir, big welcome to the Love and Life platform. In viewing your incredible artwork, the bright, vibrant colors just pull you into what you're seeing, almost a psychedelic vibe. What motivates you to create so many interesting themes and subjects? Your mood, the weather, world events?
That's also a good question. It's kind of all of it. I definitely feel the strongest source of inspiration has definitely been mythology. Some of it's like things that I was told as a younger person that were like folklore level stories. I also love listening to like folklore from other cultures as well. And just like how fantastical and whimsical everything is. And I love trying to channel that into my work. I will say I love the color green a lot. And if that ever shows up, it's because I just love being outside.
And the earth. I mean, oh my goodness. Yes. Now, I shared with our family members that your work is oftentimes intentionally displayed in spaces that foster discourse. Why is that? Or how is that?
Yeah. So I will say I have like a multifaceted art practice. The things I'm showing in the Magic Gardens are like more textile based, but I also do a lot of posters, which are digital art. And those things are normally printed, sometimes at protests. They're used by nonprofits a lot, intentionally, sometimes they're commissioned by nonprofits. And I do that on purpose because when I started making artwork, I think the thing that made me think I'm not just a person who makes things, but I'm an artist was a quote from Tony Cade Bambara. And she said, it is the artist's job to make the revolution irresistible or make the revolution irresistible. And I remember after reading that, it just made me think there can be a function for art. And I wanted that to be the function of a lot of my art. Like I wanted it to be in spaces where they were talking about some form of decolonization or just some way of progressing the relationship in between people and our environments and, you know, our ancestors and all of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love how strategic and intentional you are. It just feels like your thought process is so intense. Like, you know, when beginning, I imagine it is, and it probably has to be with what you're creating, because like I shared, I couldn't begin. But and I'm looking at your artwork. How do you decide what materials, if for lack of a better way of describing or asking, like you were sharing this as textiles and you do digital artwork as well. How do you determine, outside of the artwork being commissioned, someone probably expresses what they want, but how do you determine what you'll use?
Yeah. See, sometimes even when people commission, they don't specify what they want. And I usually would gravitate towards digital art anyways.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's more possibilities within that type of work. And it's a little bit more overt. Like you can draw something very literally. And I also think a function of artwork is bringing ideas from our imagination into the physical realm so that we can share them with everybody. And it feels like it's easier to share an idea when I can illustrate it, as opposed to if I start quilting or weaving, certain things get muddied a little bit. And I think when I have space for things to be left open for interpretation, I always lean towards techniques that I consider like cultural techniques, like the beading, the weaving, quilting, etc. But sometimes they just don't feel as overt. And it's like, if I want to tell someone something, I'm going to veer towards some type of digital illustration or just drawing and painting type of work.
Wow. So how many mediums do you use in your artwork?
Oh, I wish I could.
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that.
I have not counted before. I'll answer that question one day.
Right. Look on your face like, don't ask me that. I don't know. Hold that question, Carol. Hold that question. No. I appreciate that. I want to take a moment to go to our socials. I see some more of our love lights are checking in. Diane Facette, hi there, love bug, sharing some love with all of us. And Diane shares, oh, wow, Beanie Babies. You brought up some memories with my kids. They loved Beanie Babies. I remember when that was the craze. I remember Alfred. Hi there, Alfred. Alfred Evans is sharing love with the family as well and is checking in, as is Roxy Robinson. Hi there, love light. Roxy shares a hello and a happy Wednesday with everyone. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Diane shares, I'm 2 blocks from the famous Magic Garden. Beautiful art in there. Also with mosaics. Yes. I used to live down there. I used to go by there all the time. Diane shares, I had a piece hanging in there that the seniors did at our senior center. Great location to be if you are an artist. It really is. It really is. And you know, we're going to ask you, which I'm about to do now, to ask you about how it feels to be in the Magic Gardens. It really, I've always considered it a magical place outside of the name of it, but it is, it truly is. What does that mean to you? How does that feel to be in Magic Gardens?
Yeah, it's kind of perfect. Like, I think when I first got the message, I was like, is this real Magic Gardens? Like, it sounds just a little bit too perfect, especially as I think with my subject matter, it's even like last year, I always have the word garden in like half of my art piece titles because it's just my go-to. Because I love the idea of a garden as like a setting or a context for a lot of art making. But when I walked into the space, I saw all the mosaics and I thought that the colors in there really resonated with the colors that I work with. And I thought there was an energy and just something that I felt like would really make my work look good, but then it would also accentuate what's already happening in the space. So I felt like it was a very good match.
Yeah, from what I saw online, I can't wait to see it. So now, well, you know what? We're going to take a commercial break, so I'm going to hold this question. Family, listen, you know that you're always invited to the conversation. So the phone lines will remain open and feel free to continue to comment on our socials. Stay with us, though, because we will be right back.
When their world isn't safe, they need someone to notice, to wonder and worry, to be their voice. If you suspect child abuse in any way, report it. You can be their hero. Your call can change their world.
Report suspected abuse by calling 1-800-932-0313 or visit keepkidssafe.pa.gov for more information. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Why is word important to the community?
Black media disseminates all of the things in our culture.
No, it give our people a voice. You feel me?
I wouldn't see myself.
It gives people that looks like me a chance to relate to what's going on in the world.
We need to see who we actually are.
Because it's coming from us is like more important. Like we tap in more to it, if you know what I mean.
I wanted to see what other little black girls and now what people my age would want to see.
What other way can we all kind of get on the same page and hear it at all if we're not if we don't have media to share it with?
We are WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
The job search can be a difficult and frustrating process. Word's Livelihood Initiative was designed to help you find the right opportunity for your next professional move. Check out these recent openings posted on the Livelihood job board at wordworks.com. The Public Health Management Corporation is hiring for exciting roles, including a medical director and registered nurses. For more information on these jobs and others, go to wordworks.com and learn more about the Livelihood Initiative. Brought to you by Word Radio, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Don't forget to tune in to the Dr. Emeka Show, Sundays at 4 p.m. only on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media. We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of Progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
And we are back. Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. I'm going to our socials for a moment. Just Rick shares, those specific colors are amazing. It gives me that 70s, 80s bedroom poster vibe with a modern twist. All right. You know what it does? Wait, it does. Now that I think, because I was so caught in the visual itself and the detail. Oh my goodness, I was so caught in that. You are so right. Miss Lily, our love light, is joining us as well, sending love to everybody. And Cheryl, hey there, hey love bug. Cheryl Mobley Stimson is joining us and shares, I'm listening on the radio. I've always loved the Magic Garden. We replicated the process in Meredith School's cafeteria many years ago. The project was led by the art teacher, and I joined in as a parent. It was a fascinating opportunity. I've always wanted to do that in my backyard. Oh, me too, Cheryl. Saved mirrors and other objects over the years. I may still try it. Oh, I want to see it when you do, at least some pictures. So I was about to ask you before the commercial break. I shared earlier, I said I was trolling, and you corrected me. You said I wasn't trolling, but I was I was on your IG page, and I saw all kinds of beautiful photos. There was a photo of you sitting under a billboard. Was that a piece of artwork that would have been? Yes. You look like what? Yeah, I was looking. I wasn't there, but I was there. I was there. Can you tell the family about the picture that I'm describing and about how that came to be?
Yeah, so that billboard, I think it was somewhere in Northeast Philadelphia. I did drive to go see it with people, but they were driving because I was tired. But it was somewhere in Northeast Philadelphia. It was with a group called Performing Statistics. They're a national nonprofit group that works to do work around dismantling youth prisons and start conversations about ways to get youth out of prison and decarceration programs for youth. And we did a chapter of that project that was specifically based in Philadelphia. And that project came with a billboard rollout. And I also made apparel for that, which I'm bad at the internet. I haven't posted about it, but we did apparel and it was.
I am too. Oh, I am too. I have a whole merch line. Nobody knows about it. Right? Like, so.
No, it's the same level. Like, yeah, there's like year-long projects I've done that it's just not touched the internet. 2 year, I don't know, but
we're creating. That's why. Exactly. So this was now. How did it come about? Did they reach out to you, or how did it work? How did that process work?
Yeah, so I knew some people that were in the leadership of that program.
Okay.
And I don't think it was my first time working with them, actually. Like we'd have like a history of working together, but this was the first time that their project was somewhere where I was living. So I was able to join in person.
I thought it was beautiful, and just the purpose itself, just your involvement. I commend you. Kudos to you once again. I'm looking at the time. I know the hour is going by so quickly. So if you would not mind, would you please share with us once again the title of the display, where it is displayed, and until when the duration, like when it will end? Will you please share with us once again all of that information?
Yes, of course. My exhibition is at the Philadelphia Magic Gardens. It's called After the Flowers Pass, and you can see it until September 15th.
Until September 15th. Now, Magic Gardens, for those who are unaware, is located at 1020 South Street. We all know. When we get there, we know, but 1020 South Street is where the exhibit. Thank you. I keep saying display. Thank you. Amir, correct me.
It works.
Where the exhibit is currently on display. Okay. After the flowers pass. I really like that. I know you were saying, I really like the title. I do. Malcolm, I'm going to beat you with a wet noodle because Malcolm shares I missed the segment. I was on the phone. I'm beating you with a wet noodle. Listen. You missed, we talked about Amir's exhibit at Magic Gardens, but since you missed it, that's okay. You can still go see the exhibit. It will be on display until September 15th. That's right. Yes. Eric shares, I'm not certain if you know that our very own African American Museum of Art will be getting a new home in a few years on the Parkway. Yes. Wouldn't you love to see your work there at their grand opening? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
You better speak it, Eric. Speak it. Okay. And we're going to send energy. Yeah. Because it really would be awesome. So I'm curious to know if you would share with our family members what would you like for to be our takeaway from this particular exhibit at Magic Gardens?
I think the main takeaway I want people to exit with is just that there's always possibilities. Just to begin to think I think a lot of the work is like in my fantasy world, or it's in a space that like I escape to when I'm experiencing some of the world's issues. I like retreat to making my work. So it's constructed a world where, again, people are able to connect with their world and connect with their environment. And
Sure.
The best takeaway from people being in that space would think about how they connect with their environment, to think about how their families connected with their environment, and what are ways that they can connect and appreciate with the world in their day-to-day lives. I think the long-term goal of my work in general is just to begin to break down that barrier that's been created in between people and the world. So we'll stop believing that like we live on top of the world, but more so we live in the world and we're part of it, we function with it, and it's integral to us existing, but also vice versa. And I think that's the long-term goal of my work. That was like a lot of I don't know if the ideas were too disparate.
No. It all, listen, as you said, it works. It all goes together. It works in tandem. I mean, we're all here together. I say it every single day. We are all in this together because we are. So the one thing I did not ask that I'm curious to know, how does one come to, how did you come to have your work exhibited at Magic Gardens? Now, family, let me tell you, it had nothing to do with talent because your work should be displayed everywhere. Let me say that. Now, y'all know I don't say that all the time. It is really incredible. And I keep saying that to you. But how did it come to be?
Thank you so much. So it was from the, I believe the title is gallery or exhibition manager. Her name is Chelsea Lester. She reached out to me in email, and I have not really been a person to reach out to people. I kind of just float around and wait for things to come in my direction. So a solo show was not a thing I was like hunting for. But when she reached out, I talked to all my people and I was like, you think I can do this? Am I ready? All of that. And it felt like it was just a good opportunity. And it has been like a really good landmark moment. So I feel like a lot of circles have been closed by me doing this.
Well, I say it's a wonderful thing. I'm so glad that you did it. You just let your work for you. I get it. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Our gifts. Let them work for us. We're supposed to do that. So I know. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming to spend time with us and to just talk with us and share about what it is that you are doing, sharing this exhibit with us. Family, once again, Amir Khadar, whose exhibit is currently on display at the Philadelphia Magic Gardens, located at 1020 South Street. It will be on display until September 15th. The exhibit is titled After the Flowers Pass, and it is a collection of work that centers on social change movements and liberatory agendas around decolonization. I went to your IG page, as I've shared with the family. Would you please share with the family your IG page as well? Because I didn't do that.
My Instagram page is just my name with a period. So it's at AMIR.KHADAR.
Yes. I love it. I see that our love light, Miss Roslyn, is checking in. Miss Roslyn is sending everybody their flowers while you can smell them, while we can all still smell them, and sharing enjoy a new day, the new day that the Lord has made. Thank you, Miss Roslyn. I'm glad to see that you're safe and well. Eric has a question that we all want the answer to. Can you purchase any of their work at the Magic Garden?
Yes, a lot of the work is available for purchase. And there's also smaller things that are available for purchase there as well that I made.
So when we would it be a print that we would purchase, or would it be or
the actual artwork is a lot of it's for sale. And I made these small roaches. I don't have one. A piece I made about roaches, so I had like a lot of leftover ones that are also for sale in the gift shop.
We could have an original Amir Khadar.
And I do sell prints sometimes. If someone wants to reach out to me and ask for them, I used to have a store, but it just got really complicated. But
you're creating and you've got exhibits. I mean, listen, that's a lot of life right there. So, Eric, thank you for asking that question because it was most certainly in my spirit and it had not yet left my lips. So, family, you can purchase some of Amir's work. And there are brooches as well that are for purchase. You could have an original Amir Khadar. Yes. Oh, and just to repeat, Amir's IG is AMIR period KHADAR. That's on IG. Amir, once again, thank you so much for coming to visit with us. I love your work. I will be coming to the exhibit. We hope you'll come back. Will you come to visit with us again?
Oh, I mean, if you want me to. If you call me back, I'll be here.
You are hilarious. I love it. Yeah, what? Yeah, of course. If you have me, thank you. We look forward to seeing you again. Family, listen. I told you the hour goes by so quickly. It's time for us to take another commercial break. Yes, it is. But I mean, you already know I'm coming back. We've got so much more, in the next hour. Amir has to leave us, but Amir did say I will be back to visit, and we look forward to that. So, family, you stay with us. You know that the phone lines are still open, and feel free to continue to comment on our socials. I'm coming right back.
It's the WURD Hot 60. Hot 60. Here's the hottest 60 seconds you missed on Reality Check.
Doteka Edie, founder, Win with Black Women.
We've been meeting on most Sunday nights. A lot of Black women have joined. Those calls have gone from 300 to 1,000. We've had so many guests on that call, from the late, great Cicely Tyson, Dionne Warwick, Yvette Bowser, who created Living Single. Oprah Winfrey has joined our calls. Shirley Murdoch, Dawn Staley. So many Black women, and they get on these calls, and we come together in three reasons. One is to speak out against the racism and sexism that Black women face. Number two, in our personal capacity, to elect Black women up and down the ballot box. And three, to uplift the collective energy and the positive image of Black women. And that's been some of our work, whether it's been our open letter and fight to help get Brittany Griner home, or the work that we did to buy out 100 theaters for The Little Mermaid, or to support Origin. And so all in all, Win with Black Women for the last 4 years has just become a space where Black women can, get that virtual hug. I call it a love letter to us, from us.
And that's your hottest 60 seconds from Reality Check on WURD Progressive. Black Talk Media.
Tune in this Saturday at 8 a.m. for Conversations with the Commissioners, hosted by Chairman Omar Sabir. Learn more about voting and how elections are run in Philadelphia by joining the conversation exclusively on Word Radio. Black Talk Media.
Sunday, September 1st, 7 p.m. in the Dell Music Center, Party in the Park, featuring Joe. The Smooth Balladeer, Joe, live in concert with El DeBarge and Kenny Lattimore. September 1st, 7 p.m. in the Dell Music Center. Get tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster. Presented by Always Best Care, Rick's Funeral Home, and McCoy Law Firm.
When I found out I had postpartum depression, I realized caring for my son starts with caring for me.
Mental health care is working for Simone. See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Check this out.
Word family, it's a celebration of our founder, and you're invited to join us to honor the life and legacy of Walter P. Lomax Jr., MD, Friday, October 11th at the beautiful Mann Center for the Performing Arts. We'll celebrate Dr. Lomax's powerful career with a special focus on health and healing as we unveil our Philadelphia Black Doctors Directory. We'll honor our Community Impact Award winners, our members, with a special forward members-only reception, and there will be food, live music, and we'll move and groove with a dance party under the stars, plus much more. Tickets are on sale now, and members receive a special discount. Visit wordradio.com/Founders Day Gala to purchase your tickets. Get them before they're gone, because you don't want to miss it. Be there Friday, October 11th for this special celebration of our founder, Walter P. Lomax Jr., MD.
Y'all ready for this?
Can I get an amen?
Hey family, it's your favorite church girl, Kayla J. I want you to join me every Sunday from 6 to 11 a.m. for Sunday morning praise. Get ready for church with me. We have the verse of the day. We have prayer every hour. We have interviews, and we have that good gospel music from yesteryears to today. So make sure you get up and get ready for church with your girl, Kayla J, every Sunday from 6 to 11 a.m. right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
We are the home of Progressive Black Talk Media. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. Here we are at the top of the second hour of Love and Life. Ooh, the time just flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? I love that it does. I want to remind you once again, yes, I do, that our very own love bug, Tiffany Bacon, is hosting a new show. Family, you can tune in to Breaking Bread every Sunday, where Tiffany will broadcast from a different restaurant, eatery, or chef's kitchen, where delicious delights and curious conversation are on the menu. Special guests will join Tiffany for brunch, where the conversations will focus on culture, business, health and well being, media, literature, and the arts. Family, break bread with us every Sunday from 11 a.m. until 12 noon, right here on Word, Progressive Black Talk Media. All right, so I have another love light that I want you to know that I'm going to introduce you to in this hour. You know him, you already know who he is, but you'll get to know a little more about him. And I love that. I love that. I'm so looking forward to this conversation. I know what you're saying, Carol. Just introduce him already. Well, wait, okay? Because I want to set it up. In any event, his name is Ryan Toby. He is an American soul singer, songwriter, producer, and actor. Yes, he is. He was 1/3 of the Grammy nominated group City High, and he co-wrote and co-produced, well, a lot. You know what? I'm not even going to read the bio because I want to get into this conversation and we're going to ask him about these things. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So, family, without further ado, I welcome you to the conversation with Ryan Toby. Well, hello there, good sir. How are you today?
Hello, my dear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Thank you. I like
Okay.
that sweatshirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
A little something. Little something. You gonna say?
That's something.
Yeah.
I think no, honestly, let me keep full transparency. I borrowed it from my nephew. I was, yeah, I'm in town. I'm actually in Jersey in my hometown visiting. So I was like, yeah, I gotta do this little interview. I was like, yeah, nephew, let me hold something, bro.
Well, tell nephew he did well. He did well.
Yeah, I will.
Right. Or as they would say, you did good. You did good.
You did good, son.
I know, right? I know. Proper English is you did well. But we're gonna say you did good. You did good.
You did good. Yeah.
So first of all, thank you again. Now, family, I was hounding Ryan. I said, Ryan, I want you to come talk with me on the show, please. I wasn't hounding him really. But
I was gonna say it wasn't a hound.
He obliged. I didn't. As soon as I asked, the first time I asked, you said, yeah, just say when.
Yeah,
so I so appreciate that. I'm really appreciative of that. And you know what's so funny? I was asking you to come on the show, and what did I see? Now I never see like daytime TV because I'm usually doing things. And I don't know if it was today. Maybe I don't know if it was today or yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm doing something in the house and the television is on. And what do I see but you? I said, heavens to Murgatroyd. Wow. You are not on my television. It was a replay of you going to the View.
Yes.
I said, really? It was nothing but the universe telling me, So I thought that was cute. It made me laugh. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's meant.
Yeah, it was absolutely meant. Absolutely meant. But okay, so you shared that you're originally from New Jersey. What part of New Jersey?
I'm from Willingboro, New Jersey, small town, not far, about 30 minutes over the bridge from Philadelphia, about an hour and a half south of New York. So exit 5 off of the Turnpike, if you're familiar. So we way down here, down in Willingboro, New Jersey, kind of close to the Camden, Trenton, Cherry Hill area. That's my stomping grounds, born and raised.
You came home for a little bit. I love it. Do you come home often?
No, I don't. And I could, because, I was living in LA for, oh my gosh, 15 years or so. I mean, I'm just an avid traveler anyway, but been traveling since I was a child. But I was living in LA. obviously traveling for work and stuff like that. But like I was telling you when we ran into each other, I recently left LA and kind of just went on this sabbatical, if you will, kind of soul
Mhm.
journey, just kind of finding myself. I wouldn't say
Mhm.
finding myself, just on my eat, pray, love.
Yeah. But you know what? I was about to say, because we go through these, there are facets, and we go through these stages in life. So I think it's necessary for us all to find ourselves every now and again, because we listen in this maturation process, you want to grow. It is our hope and prayer that we grow. So yeah, you got to find you again. You know what I mean? I love
Yes.
that.
So I
And
went
that's what
on.
I said. When you
Yeah,
told me, I said,
yeah.
please come and talk with me about that. Like, what?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting close to 50, and so that's obviously a milestone for anyone. And I've been married twice, divorced twice, kind of lived a very full life. Been in the business since I was 14 years old, so 30 something years. Yeah, 30 something years professionally in the game. I'm like a young old man. I've lived a very full life. I've raised children. My children are all grown now. Um, and so I found myself at 47,
Mhm.
kind of like an empty nester, have been around the block quite a few times, had success, been blessed and fortunate to live out my dreams and be honored and given my flowers and all the things. And
Mhm.
so I was like, what now? Like, and as I'm in my meditation and prayer and introspection, it was like the spirit said, leave, go see
Mhm.
things, go see things. And normally, as you know, being in this industry, we travel quite extensively, but it's usually for work. So you
Yeah.
don't really get to see where you're going or kind of be where you're going. You
You
just
don't get to
pop,
take it in. Right.
yeah, you pop in, you do a gig, whatever that gig may be. For me, it's a lot of songwriting sessions, etc. And I've been on tour and all of that. And then you leave. You pop in, you
Mhm.
get your bag, and then you leave.
Mhm.
So, you definitely got your frequent flyer miles up, but have you really been anywhere spiritually and saw anything and taken anything in spiritually or whatever? So I I literally got rid of my car. I gave all my stuff away to like friends and homies, people. Yo, you need a this, you need a couch, yo, you need a bed. Hey, you want to? Hey, man, come pick this up. You can have it. I didn't even try to sell my studio equipment, speakers, monitors, you name it. I was like, what do I really need? And just kind of like as I'm assessing my life, the younger half of your life is all about acquiring things. What can I get?
Right. Right.
You're trying to get a career. You're trying to get an education. You're trying to
Right.
get married. You're trying to, get a family and children
Mhm.
and this and get a house and get a car, right? You want to get.
Mhm.
But then in that second half of your life, if you will, it's like, what what can I live without? You're looking to release things. You're looking to
Mhm.
get shed things. So I really just did inventory of what I really needed to be happy. And as I'm, you know, getting rid of things, giving stuff to Goodwill, giving stuff to friends, whatever you name it,
Right.
I was like, I found that all I really cared about was like, obviously some personal effects, some
Mhm.
photos, things like that. Okay, there's some tax paperwork that I might need to hold on to,
Right.
but everything else was like, do I really need 50 pairs of shoes? Do I really need like 30 hoodies? Like,
Mhm. Mhm. No,
you,
that's all true. That's all facts
you
right
know what
there.
I mean? So literally, I found the only all I needed fit in three small bags, like what I needed. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm. I do.
Um, and even that, I just recently trimmed it down to two bags because I felt like three. I was like, three is too. How can I get lighter? How can I get
Right.
lighter? So I just went on this little journey and experiment, if you will, just to see how light I could get. And because I'm no longer in a space of needing to acquire. I've done all of that. I've had big
Yeah.
houses. I've had cars. I've done it all.
Mhm.
To be so young, you know what I mean? I've done it all. So, yeah, man. And then after I got rid of all that stuff, I packed my life in 3 small bags: a roller bag, a book bag, and like a little bag for like my little portable microphone, my laptop, my headphone, my little portable studio setup. And I started buying one-way tickets all around the world.
Mm.
And I would just fly somewhere, find me a cool spot on Airbnb, talk to the host, negotiate a great rate, and
Mhm.
and just post up for a month or two. So
Mm.
I did this in Colombia. I did this in Thailand. I did
Mm.
this in
Mm.
Bali. I did
Mm.
this in Kenya. I did this in Cape Town. I did this in Johannesburg. I just started bouncing around. So with all those, and then I only reason I kind of came back to not the only reason, but one of the main reasons I came back to the States was to do the Sister Act reunion in New York. So
Get out of here.
they flew me from Johannesburg. I was in Johannesburg. I said, yeah, I'll come. They like, hey, would you be down to come do the thing with Whoopi? And I said, yeah, but I'm in Africa. Oh, okay. That's not a problem. I said, all right, cool. So I said I'll take it as an opportunity to come back.
Wow.
I'll be on the East Coast. I'll see some fam, hang out. You know what I mean? Whatever. And then yeah. So I kind of and then I sort of I was like, all right, while I'm stateside, I'll just hub from here. But since I've been back in the States, I've already gone to Costa Rica for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I just went to Colombia last week. Like I don't sit still for long. It's
I
I gotta move.
Listen, it's a blessing. That it's a tremendous blessing that you are able to do so. But that sounds like listen, that is your life. That is what life is supposed to be. That's what it's meant to be for
Yeah.
you. And it's even a bigger blessing that you listened to that. Because sometimes,
Absolutely.
we hear that voice, we hear that voice saying, okay, you're
Mm.
tethered in too many ways. You need to
Mm-hmm.
shed, you need to release, you need
Yeah.
to go. And we don't listen. And we
Ooh.
don't listen. We
And
don't.
we always come up. There's always a reason not to go. There's always a
Oh,
reason.
you
There's
can
always
always find a
something.
reason.
Yeah, oh no, I gotta take care of this first. I gotta, and I'll,
Yeah.
full transparency. This has been to live abroad has been a dream of mine for many, many years, long
Mhm.
time. I always said, man, I want to like really go live in another country. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Since in my 20s. So I
Mhm.
always had dreams of this, like when it's all said and done, I want to live in another country. And so, life gets to life and all of the
Mhm.
things, right?
Mhm.
Marriages and children and what have you, and bills and mortgages and yada yada.
Mhm.
And it was just really trippy to kind of look up, and it was like, oh wow, like there's nothing tethering me
Mhm.
to anything. Like, obviously, if my kids need me, they're doing their own thing anyway. So it's not,
Right.
even the parental, that relationship, that dynamic changes. It's no longer like daddy, daddy, daddy. It's more like
Right.
I'll call you when I need you.
Right. Right. Right.
So
It's been like really, really
yeah,
solidifying. I'm not
yeah,
really bothered. So,
yeah. And I was like, I'm looking around. I'm in LA. I'm in my place, and I'm like, I ain't got no dog. I ain't got no girlfriend. I ain't got no wife. It's just me.
and
And
stop.
yeah, and a bunch of stuff, right, that I've
Mhm.
accumulated over the years or what have you. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, maybe I would like some things to be lined up a little bit better. This that I had the excuses, but I just I fought that. I said, nah, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna make it make sense. We
Mhm.
wait for we need everything to make sense and everything to line up
Right.
so perfectly. Sometimes, like Steve Harvey said, sometimes you just gotta jump and the parachute will appear.
Yes. Please. That's called God. That's called faith.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what
exactly.
it is. That's called
Exactly.
faith. That's exactly.
Yeah.
I want to take a moment because our family members are commenting, and I want to share
Mhm.
some of this love with you.
Oh, okay.
Malcolm shares that I have cousins in Willingboro. Uh,
Hey.
Ms. Rosalind shares my family is in Willingboro. I got a lot of family in
Hey.
Willingboro.
Yeah.
Noah Dixon is sharing love, saying everybody sending love and saying vote, 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 vote. And Harry
Absolutely.
agrees with you. He's a minimalist. He too.
Minimalist. Yes.
He's a
Absolutely.
minimalist. Yeah,
Yes.
Joey also shares welcome home.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you, brother.
Ms. Rosalind shared God allowed you to see the world.
Mhm.
And Ms. Lily shares, Brother Ryan, I feel you, brother. I feel you. I truly admire your adventurous and peaceful life. And Harry
Thank
shares
you.
again, he follows his comment with love it, live
Yes.
your life.
Yes.
Eric shares, hello, 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 Ryan. Welcome to the Love and Life family.
Mhm.
Cinnamonson. Oh, that didn't want to come out, did it?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamonson, New Jersey.
Let me help you. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. It's you just roll it off like cinnamon. Okay? not cinnamon.
Yeah,
Cinnamon.
that did not want to come. Cinnamonson. I don't know.
If the spice, listen, if the spice cinnamon had a son, it's cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh my. Oh wow. Oh, I'm really going to hear about this one. Everybody teases me about my diction as it is. I am really
Yeah.
going to hear about this one. So, New Jersey is my
Yes.
hometown.
Yes. Yes. I know it is.
First, I have
I
to
know
say,
it
I
is.
still love that version of Oh Happy Day and Lauren
Thank you.
Hill's His Eye is on the Sparrow. Can you
Thank
give
you.
us any info on Sister Act 3? If so, will you be in it? No.
Listen, I better be.
I know that's right. Listen, if they're flying you from Africa to come
Right.
into, you better be in the third one, okay?
Absolutely.
And
With my
Gary,
dashiki, with my
with you,
South
listen,
African garb, okay?
you hear
It's
me?
not a
You're
game.
full.
Full
Gary
again.
Jones shares, you look well, sir. You look
Thank you.
well.
Thank
He
you.
does.
Thank
When I
you.
saw him, I said, look at you. Look at you.
Thank you.
And the first thing you were talking about, yeah, I'm about to be 50. I was like, looking like a baby. What in the world
Oh,
are you
thank
talking
you,
about?
Carol. Oh, listen.
Talking about?
Well, it
You
take one to know one now, Carol. Come on now. You know you was always that thing. Don't get me started. You know I met you years ago, so you know how I felt.
Don't you do it. Don't you
Twin,
do it.
where have you been? Listen. I remember Miss Riddick before y'all knew her. Oh,
You know what?
someone
Don't
come
you
by
do
here.
it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh my goodness. I want to share this with you. Ms. Rosalind follows her comment with sharing. He is blessed and highly favored, spreading love all
Amen.
across the world.
Thank you.
Phenomenal
Thank you.
black man. There's nothing like it.
Thank you.
I know
Oh,
that's right.
wow. Wow. Thank you.
Okay, this is
Thank
called
you.
Love and Life. You didn't know where you were coming, did you?
I
You didn't know.
didn't. I knew it was a safe space. I knew it was a safe space. That's all I knew.
Absolutely. Come on now. If I invited you, it absolutely is. What?
Absolutely.
Listen, I said, Ryan, you've got to come talk with me. Didn't I? As soon as you
Absolutely.
told
Yeah.
me, I said, wait, didn't I tell you I was going to get teased? Look at Eric. Caroline Riddick. You can't say cinnamon. I'm
Cinnamon.
done.
Cinnamon.
Listen.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Okay, I have to practice. Okay? But I'll practice. I'll practice.
It's a the cinnamon.
Cinnamon. I got it. Cinnamon.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
if I put it in musical terms,
If
I
I
knew you
sing
would
it,
lock
right?
in.
Look.
Yeah, you see how quick that
I
came?
had to sing it.
That's her love language, y'all. That's her love
Is.
language.
Well, I have a show tomorrow. They know. I have a show
Hey.
tomorrow. Yes. Oh, I'll get this. Wait. Ms. Rosalind asks, so have you all ever sang together or did any music together? I know we haven't.
No. We had. I don't think this is our first. First of all, I haven't seen you
It's been
in about 21 years.
Yeah,
That's a
20.
fact.
No, really. I'm telling you, when I saw you walk in, I was like,
Yeah, it's
Wait,
been a
I said,
very
I
long
don't know.
time.
Do you know who I am? I don't know you. Because it had been that long. Listen, not a testament to you, but to, to some others, they may not know you. You don't see
Right,
them after a certain
right.
amount of time. Like, no,
Yeah,
no. But
yeah.
no, I said, do you know who I am? Do you have any idea?
Oh,
I
I
said,
know
what,
you.
please, Carol Riddick. I said, oh, okay. I'm just okay. Oh,
Oh
Miss
man.
Rosalind is cracking the whip. She said it's time to make that music. Well, you know
No, that's
what?
right. Hey,
I'm on it. I'm on it.
yeah.
I'm on it. I am on it. Listen, family. If you have just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here all along, well, hey, you. Listen, it's time for us to take a commercial break. The phone lines will remain open because you're invited to every conversation. And feel free to continue commenting on our socials. We will be right back, so stay with us.
Are you raising the child of a loved one? You're not alone. Like many others, you've stepped up to raise the child of a friend or family member, allowing them to live, grow, and thrive among people they know. While fulfilling, it can also be challenging. But there is support. PA Kin Connector helps kinship caregivers just like you by providing connections to resources, services, training, and support groups. Don't navigate the journey alone.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
I was thinking we should go fishing every week. It's so relaxing and quiet.
Mm-hmm. Nice and quiet.
You can get lost in your thoughts. It's so easy to get hooked on this.
Mm-hmm. I'm hooked.
Hey, are you listening to me? What are you doing?
I'm just casting my luck on the PA Lottery's all cash scratch off. They have top prizes of $1 million. You'll get more bites than you will in the Schuylkill.
John, look, my line is moving. I think I hit the jackpot.
Shoot, I hope I do too.
Pick up the Pennsylvania Lottery's all-cash scratch-off game today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth Justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Check out the Envy McKee Show, aka Star Folk University, Fridays at 7 p.m. Join the life explorers, thought leaders, visionaries, intuitives, psychics, and more for an evening of out-of-this-world discussions. Bring a journal, a pen, and 3 friends. Class is in session from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Only on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
No, what's the word, boy? What's the word? What's the word?
WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are joined with our love light, Ryan Toby, in this hour. Yes, we are. He's talking with us about his journey. He's talking with us about life. He's talking about with us about this blessing, this eat, pray, love life that he is living right now. Let me tell you something. I'm about to be on my eat, pray, love. I love it. I was sharing that we're going to go to our phone lines. One of our love bugs is on the line. Hey there, James. Thank you for calling and welcome to the conversation.
What's up, Miss Carol? How's it going?
I am well. I have no complaints.
All right, City High goes way back. It rung a bell.
Okay.
It's City High. It was a rap. It's City High. I can't get the name.
Oh, this City High remix here is the Trackmaster joint. Philly now. That was the Trackmaster remix to our second single, Caramel, with Eve featuring Eve. Philly's own.
There we go. There we go. Big up, bro. Big up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That means a lot, man.
Fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
Carol, you're opening up for Gladys tomorrow night.
Yes, I'm opening for Gladys Knight and the Isley Brothers tomorrow night.
Okay. Don't just sing, but sing.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've been charged. Okay. I know that's right.
I love you all. I'll talk to y'all later on. Carol, I wish I had tickets. You know, I'm not too far away. But I love you all. I'll talk to you
Love
later.
you more, James. Thank you so much. Family, I just love y'all to pieces. Y'all know that I do. Y'all know that I do. Oh my goodness. My spirits could never be down. You hear me? Not with the family here. Not with the family here. But I love it. I love it. So Ryan, did you see every tooth in my mouth as James was singing? I relived the whole moment. I said, oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. I thought that's such a compliment.
Very much so. Normally people will sing because our first single was the bigger radio record. So people would sing that one. What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor? Right. So people would know. So the fact that he sang the remix to the second single, that hit different.
Okay, that's love.
Like,
that's
love.
It's
like, okay. Because the second single went hard too. And the remix with Trackmasters and Eve, and it was popping. We was in the club. I was in Miami at that time. Oh God, yeah.
I know.
It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on.
It was a whole different life then. Your life was lifing in a different way back then.
That was when Nelly it's getting hot in here. So take off. And I was in the club taking my shirt off. Yeah, it was a lot.
You know what? Acting up. You were cutting up. You were cutting. Yeah.
I lived in South Beach, so it was a lot. With a hit single, with a hit record on the radio, 2 hit records on the radio. It was a lot.
I'm not even going to ask you about life then. I'm not even going to, I don't think I want to know, okay, about life at that time. Okay.
Right. I think what's really trippy to me. So check this out. You can relate to this. So I come back to my family home, visiting my father, visiting my nephew, whatever. I'm going through some stuff in my dad's house, and I come across a shoebox full of DAT tapes from 20 years ago. The reason I'm bringing it up is because him talking about that single, me thinking about my life in Miami, yada yada yada. I was gonna say, like, wow, that was 20 years ago.
Do you believe that?
And to find these DAT tapes, which I'm sure you can relate to, like, oh my God, the songs, the memories, the ideas, the studio sessions on these digital audio cassettes.
Yes.
And so I have this box of DAT tapes. I've been hitting everybody I can think of to be like, do you have a DAT player? These DAT machines.
Oh, I have one. Yes, I do.
Does it work? Does it work?
Pardon you. Yes, it does.
Because this technology hasn't been used in 20 years. No, literally 20
I still have my DAT player. Look, I have the one that I used for recording, and I had a portable one because I would take it with me when I was on the road.
Of course.
Yes.
I've been trying to track down a functioning one. My homie said, yeah, I still got one. I went to his studio. It didn't work. Because the heads, they dry out. Things don't work.
Yeah.
This technology,
I know.
So I've been calling all around. Keith Pelzer, I had him on the hunt. I had Ivan. I'm calling Carvin. Anybody and everybody you can think of.
Yeah.
So I think I tracked one down. My buddy in Delaware said he went to his storage. He found one, and he's gonna check it tonight and let me know if it works. And I'm gonna drive to Delaware and go get that thing. I got some
Well, I'm
stuff to
going to check
transfer. I
mine
got
again too.
yeah.
I'm going to check mine again too. Now that you said, and I know, quite honestly, if mine, and I'm going to say this, the last time I checked it, it did work. But if mine doesn't and your friends doesn't, I don't doubt that Jeff, of all
Well,
people, Jeff
I
Town,
know Jeff. I know he got one.
I know DJ Jazzy Jeff family.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I know Jeff has one. I
Yeah.
know he does. I know Miss
Mhm.
Rosalind shares the tapes for the beginning of your journey. They are collector's items that cannot
Yes,
be
ma'am.
replaced. Thank God your father kept them.
Yeah, yeah. I had a whole little stash of stuff, you know what I mean? Just different little things. And so I said, let me check my stash, make sure my stuff, you know what I mean? And that box was still in there.
Wait,
with
so
all those
to that
tapes.
point, now, because I am finding myself asking all creatives this question, did you always have an interest in the arts?
Professionally or just creatively?
Both.
I would say absolutely. I'm a late 70s, 80s baby. I was born with hip hop. I mean, hip hop was new. MTV was new. I mean,
Right.
Michael Jackson on MTV was new.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that was my childhood, watching all these new forms of media, this new genre of music called rap. I was
Mhm.
I was a child, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. This is what's coming out of these boom boxes and radios and we break dancing and pop locking. And so I mean, hell yeah, can I say that on your show? I mean, like always had it in me. Oh my God, like I said, Michael Jackson,
Mhm.
1983, Michael Jackson, 84, Prince,
Mhm.
Purple Rain, Madonna, George Michael, everything 80s, everything
Oh
80s,
yeah. Oh
everything.
yeah.
And yeah,
What was your
go
first
ahead.
concert? What was your first concert?
Okay, first concert first concert, gospel or secular? Because I grew up in
Both.
church. Yeah,
Both.
I grew up in church, so I may have gone to a gospel concert I may have gone. My mom. Let me get this right. The timeline. Was it around the same time? Maybe not too far apart, but I went to my first, I think, gospel concert was a
Mhm.
commission concert.
Oh my goodness.
But my first big
Mhm.
secular concert was MC Hammer, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em tour. Hold on. The Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em tour. Okay. In San Diego. I had a brother that lived in San Diego.
Okay.
I was 13. He says, me and my closer brother that's close to me, 4 years older than me, went to go see our eldest brother. He was stationed in the Navy, but then he got out and he stayed in San Diego. We go with him for a summer. I think it might have been 89, 90. And he was like, listen, do you want to go to the Sea World out here? Or do you want to go to the Hammer concert? I'm
It was
like,
like, hands
Hammer,
down. Yeah.
please. It's the Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em tour, featuring Miss Chalet
Oh,
and Troop. Spread my
wow. Oh,
wings and
absolutely.
fly away
What?
to
Oh,
the
what?
place that I long for,
I was
and
about to
my
say,
heart will be. Oh, come on.
wait a
Changed
minute.
my life.
Listen, y'all know I love to be serenaded. What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. At that point, I knew I ain't want to sing gospel. I want to do this. I love commission, but this wasn't that. Hammer came out on stage with 52 people. You hear
Yes, he
me?
did. Yes, he did.
It was
Yes,
not a
he did.
game. They were dancing in the aisles. They were swinging from the rafters.
Mm.
It was insane. And we were in an arena I mean, what are we talking about?
Mm,
Mind blowing.
Listen, the family is talking. Miss Lily shares. Yes, you still look like and sound like you were in your early 40s.
Oh,
And
well, thank you,
Harry
my love.
shares, yes, Adidas and Lee jeans. Yeah, and Malcolm. Malcolm shares, I still have my boombox that I brought back from Japan.
Yeah,
Laugh out loud, and it still works, but the cassette player is done. Of course it is, because we played our cassette. Okay. And Miss Rosalind shares, now those were the good old days. Yes,
yes,
they
ma'am.
were. What?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
What?
ma'am.
See, you
Changed my
okay.
life. Hmm.
I have no doubt that all of us, you can see everybody's teeth right now. I know we can probably see you guys at home. I know it. I know it. So I want to jump around for one moment. So how did it come to be that you were in Sister Act? How did that come about?
So I uh I always loved music, was always singing, rapping, writing little raps, dancing, doing the whole bit. But things I didn't like start taking it seriously as any kind of like super profession or anything like that until about age like junior high school.
Okay.
So 14, and kind of like the catalyst for it was I started showing my behind when I was like 13, 14, acting up, running the streets,
Okay.
feeling myself.
Mm.
And so I started getting in trouble. Started getting kicked out of different schools, started getting arrested, little petty nonsense and all that. And so my folks had, they was almost about done with me. It was getting kind of crazy, like, and judge was gonna send me away, if he saw me one more time.
No.
So yeah, I called myself trying to go through a little wannabe thug phase. It didn't
Okay.
last long though.
Okay. Okay.
It ain't last long.
Okay.
It ain't
Okay.
last. It ain't last long. It wasn't
Okay.
enough girls around. It was too many guys, too many dudes. I was like, I don't like this. This where the
Oh
girls
my
where the
goodness.
girls at? Where the girls at, bro? Like we just hanging with each other in
Just
front of the
this,
store.
like,
Like is this it? We just riding around getting in trouble with each other. Where
like
the
this is it.
where the ladies at, bro? So I quickly knew
Oh my goodness.
that life wasn't for me.
This ain't
It
it. This
wasn't.
ain't it.
Nah. I saw Troop on stage and it was girls screaming. I want that.
And then you got it.
Yeah.
Listen.
So I had to pivot, and I met really a neighborhood friend, my
Okay.
friend's father. Really just a neighborhood friend. He wasn't like really a professional manager or anything like that. His name was Marvin Thompson. Me and his son were childhood friends, and he said, "Yo, man, my dad, he knows people in New York, and he could take you to New York because you can sing." And my friends knew I could sing, but I just wasn't. I was trying to run the street.
Right,
So
right,
after
right.
after getting in trouble and all this stuff, I wanted to change. My folks was on my neck, so I had to get my life together, and so I sang for my buddy's father at a barbershop, and he was like, "Bro, like man, with a voice like that, man, you could make $1 million." And I was like, "Really? Now you're speaking my language. This
Right,
sounds way
right.
more fun than all this I'm doing over here." You trying to rob the store and get a
Right.
couple $50. You talk about I could make $1 million? Yeah, fellas, I'm
And all
out
I
the
have to
gang.
do is sing.
I
Like, wait.
I turned in my 2-week notice to the gang. I was out the gang. So
It was that easy. It was like,
I
oh, wait,
resigned. My thug life resignation. Yeah. Um, so yeah, so Marvin started taking me to Philly, taking me to studios, exposing me to the music industry.
Okay.
Like I said, he wasn't like a professional manager, but he was from New York City. He was from Harlem, very charismatic. I mean, this guy could sell water to a well. You know what I mean? So he just was like, "Listen, I'm gonna just start taking you around." He literally would just we would run up on people. We would camp out in front of record labels, wait for somebody that looked important to come
Wow.
walking outside, and he would get to razzle dazzle them, hitting them with that Harlem talk and da 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 da. And I got this kid and blah 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 blah. And next thing you know, we got a meeting. He was relentless too, and he would have me.
Wow.
So I'll be singing in the streets of New York. He had me going to talent shows. I was winning the talent shows, and it started like to become something. So we got all the way to, I mean, we were singing for labels. I was working with labels. I was working with Kenny Ortiz at RCA Records, who, you know, Kenny, who founded SWV and Pharrell and the Neptunes and stuff like that. And Kenny liked me. He gave me a $2,500 development deal. He said, here's a little demo budget. Go make a demo. My first demo was written by a young up-and-coming writer named Joe, who, wrote my first demo.
What?
Yep.
It doesn't get any better.
Yep. A year later, he was Joe. You see what I'm saying? So I was I met a very young Mary J. Blige at that time, just a little girl named Mary from Uptown. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I met SWV, they was just these three little chocolate girls sitting on the couch in the label, just sitting there really. And next year later, they're SWV. So I watched,
days.
Exactly. So basically, so working with Kenny, and then he told my manager Marvin about the auditions for Sister Act, that Disney and Touchstone were looking for kids that could sing and dance to really just be a part of the ensemble choir, you know?
Okay.
So they got me on the list somehow. I didn't have an agent. I wasn't in the union, nothing. They got me on, I told you, Marvin had the razzle dazzle, and between him and then Kenny, with Kenny's connections working at the label, I got an audition.
It was meant to be.
And it was kind of like a cattle call a little bit, because it was hundreds of kids there, you know. Kids way more seasoned than me. I mean, I saw Tevin Campbell at the audition. I saw Tony Thompson from High Five at the audition.
Yes.
Tatiana Ali was at the audition. Like, it was, it was real. And then my little
your little self. Here you go.
Yeah. My little chocolate self from Willingboro, New Jersey. It's a few towns up from Cinnaminson.
I will never, ever be able to get away from that. Never, ever. Cinnaminson. I got it.
Hey, there you go. You even put the sauce on it. I heard the sauce.
Wait. Okay, listen, I'm going to take a pause right here because we have to take another commercial break. Family, you hear me. Eric, don't you tease me. I hear you coming for me. I hear the fingers working already. He is coming for me. Family, we're taking a commercial break, but stay with us because you know we are coming right back.
Meet Amanda. She loves to start her day by heading to her favorite coffee shop.
Morning, Amanda. Black coffee, no sugar.
Then, she usually takes the long way to share a little treat with Coco, Mrs. Lopez's little terrier. And when Amanda arrives to open the Keystone First Wellness and Opportunity Center, Mr. Freeman is always there.
You always on time, Amanda.
Always on time, Mr. Freeman.
Amanda has been a community health educator at Keystone First for over 15 years. She knows this community as well as the community knows her. As a local health plan, we don't only take care of members. For over 35 years, we have known them as neighbors, friends, and family. As Southeastern Pennsylvania's largest medical assistance managed care health plan, our roots run deep. Visit KeystoneFirstPA.com to learn how we can help you get care and stay well.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, you may qualify for a free continuous glucose monitor system. Managing your diabetes is crucial to your health. The new CGM systems can automatically manage your diabetes better for you. And by using a CGM system, you can eliminate forever one thing most people with diabetes hate the most: finger sticks. Now it's possible to manage your diabetes better, end the painful finger sticks, and get a new CGM monitoring system at little or no cost to you. We even provide in-home delivery and do all the insurance paperwork for you. Now is the best time to manage your diabetes better and get your continuous glucose monitor. Call now for details. 800-396-0150. 800-396-0150. 800-396-0150. That's 800-396-0150.
I never considered myself to be a heavy drinker. At first, I only drank with friends, then to get through the day. I hit rock bottom when I realized I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the call. With my doctor's help, I was diagnosed with alcohol use disorder. Now, I'm getting to the root of my addiction. and finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Want the latest in word swag? Check out the shop tab on wordradio.com. Hoodies, tees, and more in a variety of colors. It's the shop tab on wordradio.com. You can look good and show the world that you're all about Black Talk Media.
Looking for a little dancehall, soca, reggae, and more? Well, tune in to The Caribbean Connection with Lloyd Cummings, Saturdays from 7 till 10 p.m. only on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
It's too black, which means it's too strong.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of Progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
What is love?
You're listening to Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
I think I know what love is.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. We are talking with our love light, Ryan Toby. Let me tell you something. I had to get me some water. I was so busy cracking up. I said, you know what? You ain't right. You ain't right. You ain't right. Wait, the family was commenting. Harry shares. That's what kept me out of jail. No birth. Okay, so clearly there's some
He gets
kinks.
it.
They're like,
He gets it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
I'm cool on
Malcolm
that.
shares, that's right. Stay out of trouble. Ain't nothing out there on them streets. Okay. Did I say that right, Malcolm? I had to make sure I put it in there. Harry followed his message with 90s music was my jaw. All right, 10.
All right, then.
And Malcolm says, the 90s were some good days in music. That's the truth.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Very good time.
Everything prior to 2000 was the good old days, quite honestly. Like, wait a minute. We came into the 2000s, and I promise you, I think the dam broke. I think it broke. It just broke. Like, wait, what? Where are we and what is happening? Oh my goodness. So, okay, I want to go back to Eat, Pray, Love. I love this journey. I love this journey that you are on. I love the space you are in. I love how light you feel and are exuding, this energy that you are exuding. Now, of the places that you've been, what was your favorite? I know you shared Colombia, Thailand, Bali, Kenya. Where was Cape Town?
Cape Town, South Africa, and Johannesburg, South Africa. And I've been to Turkey. I've been a little bit of everywhere. Like I said, I just went to Costa Rica. I find out of the places that I've been, they're all special for different reasons. Colombia there's a lot of Black people there, and I like being around melanated people. People that look like me. And the people there are just beautiful and really warm. And I was married to a Spanish woman, so there's like I have a warm spot for the food and Spanish culture, and especially Afro-Latina culture, and the music. I like reggaeton, and so out of the places I could say maybe that may be my favorite, but Cape Town, South Africa is just like nothing you've ever seen before. You know what I mean? So I just love them all for different reasons. I'm still waiting to find that place that sort of where my soul wants to kind of like, all right, this is it. I'm still waiting for that. I don't know. It may come, it may not. I don't know.
How are you determining or choosing where you will go? How are you choosing the places?
Um, there's just been some bucket list places for me. I know, like
Mm,
right now, I'm looking to go. I want to try the Philippines. I'm thinking
mm,
I'm gonna go back to South Africa. I think I'm definitely gonna go back to Medellin, Colombia. I have friends there. I've started to create like a just a network of people. I met some really cool artists that I've worked with. That so when I touch down there, it feels like home. I got friends from the States that live there. Um,
mm.
so Colombia is like second home. Uh, Looking past that, the Philippines. I want to go explore the Philippines a little bit. A
Yeah,
lot of
I've
it
never heard of the
actually.
Philippines. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
on
then I like warm places. So determining factors to me is weather.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
like to be where it's warm. I love to be in the sun, and I like to be near nature. I
Mhm.
love nature. I
Oh,
love to be outside with nature
that's
in
me. Are you a
nature.
water sign by any chance?
Fire all day.
Fire. Oh,
Yeah,
fire.
I run
You
hot. I'm
bad.
like a double. I'm like a double fire sign because I was also born in the year of the dragon, which is a
Oh,
fire sign in the Chinese zodiac. So I'm a Sagittarius born in the year of the
oh,
dragon. So
my
I run
Lord.
hot. I run
Oh,
pretty
you
hot.
are a mess. You are something else. Oh my goodness. You are something else.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Harry shares. What about Ghana? How about Ghana?
So I have some buddies, really good friends of mine that made it to Ghana. They told
Mm,
me a lot about Ghana. I think I'll take a trip up there. It just wasn't on my. It just wasn't
it wasn't.
necessarily on my
Okay.
bucket list. That's all.
Miss Roslyn, I hear you. I see you. She shares, you black man from Jersey, you know you like the sun. And then she
Absolutely,
follows that with Sagittarius. Some great men, they treat women like queens. Okay. All
absolutely,
right. And then she
absolutely.
shares, okay, I'm listening. I'm going, she shares, set a date when y'all go make some music.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Do not let him leave without setting that date for y'all to come together and make us a song about love and
We
life.
need to go fly out of the country somewhere and do it. Soak up some palm
You know
trees and
what?
some ocean water, and we need to get some kalimbas and
Ryan,
some
listen,
steel drum sounds.
listen. I d- okay, say when. You have no idea. I was just having a conversation about a steel drum the other day. I said I need a different. Say when.
Yeah,
Say when. Say
yeah.
when. It's happening, Miss Rosalind. We're talking about it now. See that? We're talking about it now. The seed has been planted. We're going to do
Hmm.
it. We're going to do. Ryan, are we going to do it?
Yeah, why not? I'm already gonna be there. It's really, are you gonna pull up? I'm gonna be there.
And
You
wait,
pull up.
we're supposed to be doing a song together. How are you leaving me? He said, "Well, you coming? Like, were you coming?" I just said, see that, see that, see that.
We
Okay,
can meet up
okay.
in Jamaica. We can meet up in Jamaica. I got friends in Kingston with state of the art studio. Whatever we need, we can do it in
Mm.
Jamaica. If you want to go, I got friends in Phuket, Thailand. If you want to go do it in Thailand, it's a long flight, but if you want to do that, like, you let me
Thailand might be
know.
it. You know what?
We can
Jamaica
go to
or Thailand?
Johannesburg. Yeah.
Wait, Miss Rosalind. She says she gonna pull up if I gotta pay for the ticket. But she, it's going to happen, Miss Rosalind. It is. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You heard it. You already heard us. We
Is
both said.
Rosalind coming? Is Miss Rosalind coming too? Because
Listen, she might.
I feel like she might need to oversee,
She
make
might
sure everything is, you know.
you know.
Y'all all right in
Make
here?
sure
Y'all need anything? Y'all all right? Y'all good? Okay, sounding good, y'all. I just all right. I'll be right if y'all need. Okay,
Right.
y'all good? All right. We
We've got
good,
to
Miss
make
Rosalind.
sure.
Thank you, Miss Rosalind. Thank you.
Listen, we gotta make sure it's right. Okay. We gotta make sure it's right. She
Yeah.
shares, I got friends everywhere. You ain't said nothing but a word. But look,
Listen.
I'm coming out. You hear me? Miss
She like,
Rosalind
don't
is
threaten
coming.
me with a good time.
You
She
hear
like,
me? She
listen.
already said it. She already said it. Oh my goodness, Ryan, just thank you.
Ah,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much for
Thank you,
coming,
Kat.
for obliging,
Oh,
accommodating,
thank
for
you so much for
sharing.
having me. Thank you for
You
having me.
know,
It means a
I mean,
lot. It really
seriously.
does.
Family. No, it means even more to me. I'm telling you, when I asked, he did not hesitate. He said, yeah, just say when. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that, especially in the midst of your eat, pray, love life right now. So, when you
Absolutely.
step outside of it, you might mess things up. And I'm glad, but I'm so glad. Oh, family, family, family. Here we are. Ryan, will you come back to visit with us again?
Oh, 10,000%.
Okay. Well, we're going to either Thailand or Jamaica to
And then you
record
do
this
you
music.
do the live. Then you do the live podcast
See,
interview right there.
there we go. It's already done, Miss Rosalind. See, we've spoken it.
Remote
All right.
location. I can smell the.
Exactly.
I can smell the ocean.
I smell it. I smell it too. As you listen, family, praising God from whom all blessings flow. You know what I'm about to ask you. I'm going to ask that you continue to pray as we all need it. I thank each and every one of our guests and callers and you for sharing your time, your energy, your space, spirit, attention, intention, and your love. I thank you so much. Special thanks to the entire Word family, especially Nick and Niall, for all that you do. Happy birthday once again to our Love Light family. Listen, remember, I will not be here in person with you tomorrow. I will be at the Dell opening for Gladys Knight and the Isley Brothers. But you know I'm always here with you in spirit. I love you. You know that. You know that I do. Family, remember, we are all in this together. So be good to you, but be good to those around you. Be careful and be kind. God loves you, and so do I. Have a great rest of your night, a great weekend, and be sure to join us Monday through Thursday, 7 until 9 p.m. Eastern Time for another edition of Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media. Have a good night, family. Thank you for watching.